and rolling out your mat or practicing on carpet every day, and for taking the time to invest in yourself. In today's class, I will guide you through a 25-minute vinyasa flow sequence, which will be a little bit faster paced. We will focus more on back bends as well as twists, and that is followed by a meditation. But the meditation is a bit longer, and there's the option for you to add a pranayama exercise, breathing exercise, that you have learned throughout this week, so that you can really decide what you need before you go into this meditation to finish up your practice and finish up this class. All you need for today is your mat, or if you still don't have one, that's perfectly fine, just use the carpet at home. If you have blocks, use those, or books, as well as a strap or a belt if you have that available. When you're ready, let's begin. Today we begin in Balasana, in child's pose, so make your way onto your knees, bring the big toes together, either open the knees up wide or bring them close together, walk the hands forward, relax your forehead down to the ground. Take a few breaths to arrive, settle in for the practice, get ready for the practice, especially mentally. So leave all the things behind that you had going on. Just put them aside, you can come back to them later if you really need to, but oftentimes we don't need those things anymore at all. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose, just feel the lungs expand, feel that expansion in your upper back. Maybe feel the ribcage pressing onto the thighs. Set your intention for this practice today. Whatever this practice means to you, whatever you're working on today or want to work on, make this your own. Keep the hips close to the heels, start to walk your hands over to the right side, maybe off the mat. If you want, place your left hand on top of the right. Keep the left hip nice and heavy, reaching down towards the ground, so we get a nice long stretch on the left side upper body. If you want, move the left shoulder up and down just 2 or 3 times. Breathe into that part of your body. And walk your hands back through center over to the left. Place the right hand on top of the left if possible. Stay here, breathe into the right side upper body, or explore by moving the right shoulder up and down. Walk the hands back to center, back to child's pose. When you're ready, push yourself forward for a tabletop. Come onto all fours. The shoulders are over the wrists, the hips above the knees. Come onto your toes as well. Keep the arms straight, send the hips back and then forward. A couple times, rocking forward and back to warm up the wrists. You can go faster or slower than what we're doing here. Just find your own rhythm. Come back to neutral. Now the fingertips are pointing towards the knees. Keep the arms straight, send the hips back, let the palms lift up if they want to, so we can target the forearms more as well as the fingers. If you want to go deeper here, bend one arm and then the other, just see how that feels. Keep your breath going. Find tabletop again. Fingertips are again pointing forward. This time untuck the toes, the shoulders are above the wrists, the hips above the knees. For regular tabletop, on your inhale, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling for a twist here. On the exhale, reach that right hand through underneath your left armpit. Relax the right shoulder down to the ground. Maybe rest the right side of your face on the ground as well. And with your next inhale, reach that right arm back up and towards the ceiling for that twist. Reach the right arm forward and back down to the ground, back to tabletop. Other side, on the inhale, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, that left arm underneath the right armpit. Relax the left shoulder down, maybe the head on the left side. With your inhale, reach that left arm back up towards the ceiling. Then forward, up and over your head and back down to the ground, back to tabletop. Come onto your toes, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent for now if you want to, or walk your dog. Start to hide your heels behind the ankles, press into your palms to move the chest towards the thighs. Connect to your breath again, come back to your intention. Honor the body that you have today and what the practice will bring up for you. Know that every practice is different and we want to work with what we have. Find some more stillness in the body and connect that to the breath. So use that breath to explore the sensations in the body. Dive deeper into the stillness, that peace within, with nice and slow controlled breaths. On your inhale, roll through the spine forward for plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists, push the ground away, tuck your tailbone, engage the core. Send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. 2 more just like this. Inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more. Inhale, roll forward. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. On your exhale, walk the feet between the hands or float if you want to. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, forward fold and down. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine to standing. Take a deep breath in, the arms reach up, the palms touch. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back, set the left knee down, low lunge, reach both arms up and over your head. Send the hips forward and down. Pull the right heel back, push the left knee forward, keep the fingertips nice and active, reaching up towards the sky. Pull the lower belly in, then reach your left arm forward, the right arm behind you for an open twist. Use your core for the rotation. Now keep the arms as they are, release the left hand down to the ground. Come onto your left toes, lift your left knee up, revolved side angle. Start to reach the right arm forward, up and over your head. Straighten the right leg as well. Pivot both feet to the left. Standing straddle forward fold, Prasarita. Make sure the heels are wider apart than the toes, so we get that nice internal rotation in the thighs. On your inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, spider lunge to the left. Bend your left knees, straighten the right. Move to the front of the mat. For runner's lunge, frame the right foot, plank pose, step the right foot back. Inhale, shift forward, come high onto your toes, bend your arms, chaturanga. Straighten the arms again, plank. And then lower all the way down to the ground. Sphinx pose, come onto your forearms, bring the elbows underneath your shoulders, untuck the toes, engage your glutes, move the chest forward, pull the shoulders back, look straight ahead or somewhere down to the ground. Engage your glutes. Nice and slow, deep breaths through the nose. Last deep breath in. Exhale, release everything down. Shake out the hips. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Send the hips back to child's pose or press up to plank. You decide. Downward facing dog is where we meet. From here we take a deep breath in through the nose, left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Come high onto your right toes. Exhale, left knee to the chest, around your back. Flex your left foot. Step that foot between the hands. Low lunge, other side. Set the right knee down. Reach both arms up. Move the hips forward and down. Pull the left heel back. Push the right knee forward. Engage your core. The fingertips are active. Reach your right arm forward, the left arm behind you for open twist. Utilize your core to rotate to the left. Keep the arms as they are. Release the right hand down. Revolved side angle. Come onto the right toes. Lift the right knee up. The left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. Reach your left arm up and over your head. Straighten your left leg. Pivot both feet to the right. Standing straddle forward fold. Make sure the heels are again wider apart than the toes. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen out through the spine. On your exhale, spider lunge to the right. Bend your right knee, straighten the left. Move to the front of the mat, step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine to standing. The arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold and down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Inhale, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Come high onto your right toes. Exhale, left knee to the left armpit. Hold it there, push the ground away. Flex your left foot, lizard lunge. Step that foot outside the hand. 5 breaths here, move around or stay wherever it's comfortable for you. It's a little bit faster paced practice, so now really focus on slowing the heart rate down. It's easy to breathe fast, easy to bring the heart rate up. It does it basically on its own. But now we want to really slow down, surrender, breathe nice and slow, and ultimately practice slowing everything down in the body. Last 2 breaths. And slowly come onto your hands, release the right knee down, start to bend the right leg, use your left hand to reach for the right foot, maybe use a strap here or a belt. Once you have the foot, grab the pinky toe side. If you grab it with your hand, extend the leg away from you, feel that pull on the left shoulder, then relax the right quad, pull that foot towards your hips, then start to move the right hip over to the right and move forward towards the right hand. Breathe into your right thigh. And slowly release. Take your time back to lizard lunge. Downward facing dog, step the left foot back. On your inhale, roll through the spine forward, plank. Exhale, bend your arms, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll all meet on our back, so you can step or float your feet between the hands and then come onto your back for happy baby. Find your way onto your back. Grab the outer edges of your feet or the heels from the inside. Just rock left and right here. Focus on that breath. Slow it down. And release your left foot down to the ground. Cross your right ankle over the left thigh. Lift your left foot up and reach with your right arm through that hole you create with the right leg for figure 4. Grab the left hamstring, the back side of your left leg, or grab the shin. Keep your right foot flexed so that the right toes are pointing towards the right knee. Then relax your head back down to the ground and pull those legs closer to your chest. Slowly release, switch sides, bring the right foot down, cross the left ankle over the right. Lift the right foot up, reach through, grab whatever you can and want. Be mindful of your left knee. Help to keep the left knee safe by keeping the left foot flexed. And release, bring both feet down to the ground. Press into your heels, lift your hips up for bridge pose. If you want to keep the hands on the ground, if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can come onto your shoulder blades, tuck the shoulders in, interlace your hands behind your back. Press into your heels, really engage those glutes to lift your hips up. It's so important to keep the glutes nice and strong. A lot of times any problems with the lower back or back pain comes from the glutes or the core not being strong enough. So it's good to walk, take the extra stairs, do bridge poses, do all of our videos to work on your core, to just keep the body healthy. Just 2 more breaths here. Last deep breath in. Exhale, release the hips down to the ground. Gently windshield wiper